Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s.
All right, we're back. Let me tell you right now, the boys
had a night.
Hungover.
Not feeling the greatest.
Yep.
But we're here.
Can I take a sip of this Guinness? It's been sitting for a while. Not the greatest head.
You are, by the way, you are looking beautiful right now in that fucking jacket.
We'll talk about this in a minute.
Yeah. All right, real quick. We had the Patreon. We had the Patreon. We had the Ugly Sweater Party last night, which was Danny's. We hijacked it. We collabed.
No, this was meant to be because I'll be honest with you. Right after COVID, kind of went down.
Yeah, dipped a little bit.
And then my daughter got sick right around this time, and she was in the NICU. So like, it never really went. Dude, it was great when we first started it.
Yeah.
The Toys for Tots is always a good catch. Always we always talk about this, right? It's always better to give.
Yes.
And I mean that with all my heart.
100%.
It's way better to give than to get something.
Yep.
I don't give a shit if it's a $5 toy.
Unless it's a blowjob. It's definitely better to get one than to give one.
Yeah. You don't want to be giving blowjobs.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, not on this time. But
most of us can agree on that.
it was fantastic. It felt unbelievable last night.
Yeah.
People meeting people. The camaraderie was through the roof.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite people in the world, all in one room.
Yep. Met some newbies.
Met some newbies. Yeah, Steve, who I had met before. Kid's the size of a fucking...
What a tank.
He's huge.
Hey.
And he came up to me and he's like, you say you're 6'4". He's like, stand up. I'm like, okay. I'm standing. He goes, you are 6'4". He's like, look at us. We're the same height.
And
I was like, look at us.
I looked at both of them. I go, they're on my team.
Dude,
That was awesome.
Great guys to have in your fucking corner.
Yeah.
Great
What a
guys to have in your
gentleman,
corner.
dude.
Yeah. I want to say, somebody texted me the other day, was like, sometimes when you guys go inside baseball on the show and you talk about people that, like other people like who are in Texas who listen to this or whatever don't know that it's like kind of can be like, I guess, not really interesting to them. My message to those people is to please turn this off and go fuck yourself. All right.
I love it because it's like, it reminds me of like the Whack Pack with Stern.
Yeah.
Right. So he found all these characters, right?
Yeah.
And we know all these characters.
Yeah.
And we're just slowly introducing them all to the people.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't get better than that.
Dude, listen, we're definitely not getting rich doing this. So I just want to say that right now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, we're having a lot of fun and we're going to do it our way.
Meeting good people, having a
Meeting
lot of
great
fun.
people.
awesome.
Let me say that we went out to dinner before. We had a great little dinner. And then we went free ad, Pearl Street. We had a great dinner. And
Steak
then
tips.
we went, steak tips are
Steak
good.
tips on point.
And then we went, by the way,
Glad you guys liked them.
Chris Mohan, who is,
Legend.
everybody knows Mohan. He's been on the show. Kid
That was a
looks
nice
like-
little surprise.
Kid looks beautiful right now. He's lost a
Splendid.
ton of weight. We'll get into that. We got a new sponsor on the show coming, and that's going to come up in a little bit
Well,
for the new year. Potty was unbelievable. I want to say this first. All right, so not a guy who was there for the Ugly Sweater Party, or maybe he was just there. Oh, first of all, Mark Lawhorn, I walked in, who runs Musicians and Beyond podcast.
dude,
I've been
he's-
on the podcast.
He's awesome.
Mark Lawhorn, like, insert his energy in my veins.
Yeah.
Great.
I fucking
great
love
guy.
him. The best guy.
I
in the
couldn't believe you
business.
missed his hoodie.
The Melrose hoodie.
Yeah.
He was
Melrose,
fucking
yeah.
rocking it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Listen, that guy is the fucking balls.
Yeah. I
He's the
walked
best.
in and he was like, Fitzy, what's going on? So I only met him a couple times
Yeah.
through you and through my brother. And I walked in and he's hanging out with fucking two Somerville guys.
Yeah.
So I see the guy with the Patties shirt.
Yeah.
That's a
You
Cambridge.
said,
Yeah.
I was like, Cambridge?
And he goes,
And he goes,
Somerville.
no, Somerville.
Yeah.
And I was like, me too.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, I used to run the DPW.
Great guys.
Perfect.
I forget the first guy's name. I see him there a couple times, but Tommy Barry is just the absolute salt of the earth.
Which one's Tommy?
He looks
Patty
like
shirt?
he looks like Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, he
Patty
was.
shirt. Yeah.
No, the other one.
Oh, the other guy.
That tall string of
DPW.
water.
Yeah.
He's about 86 pounds. He's
Yep.
6'3".
He's great.
He looks like a Virginia Sim cigarette.
Also, this is what I was gonna say. So I don't know. I don't think he was there for the Ugly Sweater Party, but one of my favorite people to see on a regular basis. Definitely does not know my name. is Danny Norton, the piper.
Yes.
So he plays pipes. So Danny Norton's an older Irish fella
Yeah.
who plays pipes for
He's
like
one.
everything.
He's one of I think 12 siblings.
Yeah.
Big family. Nortons.
If I die before you guys, I want him playing pipes at my funeral.
He'll
As long
do
as
it.
he's not
Yep.
dead.
He will
Because that
do
would
it.
be awkward.
Yeah,
if
he's
trying to
a,
play pipes if he's dead.
Listen, we all have our loves in this world. That man loves his bagpipes.
He is fucking.
He's
Dude,
also.
I
Fun,
told this story before. I'm telling it again right now. It's because it's one of my favorite stories happened to me in the last like year. Was that when we were halfway to St. Patty's, I'm chatting him up. We're talking after I played, and he goes, "I was buying him beers." Infamously known as a guy who likes to get beers bought for him. I guess
I was gonna say it, but
I'll
yep.
buy this guy beers all day and let him tell me about his chanters and all his fucking bagpipes. And all of a sudden he looks at me and he goes, "Fuck." He goes, by the way, picture this in your head. This is a probably 65-year-old Irish guy with white hair, jet white hair.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to think of like
You
who
like
looks
just look up stock Boston Irish guy. This is the guy you're looking at, right?
Yeah.
Irish American. He goes, "Fuck." I go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I'm supposed to pick up Chinese food for my wife 2 hours ago." He goes, "I'm fucked." And he just like runs out of the place. I'm like,
Yes.
this guy's the fucking best.
Yes.
He's also, I believe he's retired from the post office now, but he still works at the Garden as an usher. He's been there like fucking 35 years.
That is,
Typical Boston, right?
you can write a movie about a guy like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Post office worker, bagpipes, usher,
Yeah.
the garden.
Great.
Like, yeah.
Loves getting beers bought for him.
Well, I mean, listen, who doesn't? I'll
Yeah,
buy him
who
from all
doesn't,
day.
dude?
I'll buy him from all day.
I figured out a cheat code last night.
What do you got?
I walked in and I bought beers for everyone. The
Yep.
first couple rounds,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, you were going
beers,
crazy.
beers, right? And then I didn't touch my wallet the rest of the night
Yeah,
because
that's-
everyone was like fucking,
Fitzy.
oh, Fitzy. Fitzy
Well,
was
everybody
buying
likes
beers.
you the best out of
No,
the three
you
of
guys
us.
say
That's
that's
a
bullshit.
fact.
1,000%.
Yeah, yeah.
1,000%.
As Justin Lepore
Million.
would say,
Yeah.
1,000%. You definitely are the favorite of everybody. I'm good with that, by the way. I'm totally good with that. We had some unbelievable. First of all, Keith was there. Keith the Irishman.
Keith
the best.
McLaughlin.
He's
the
awesome,
best.
dude.
And Susie, I love her. We had everybody. My sisters were there. Some great Malden. Jay Hurley was there.
Yeah.
The fucking man.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Andy Regano.
Andy Regano's in there.
Fucking
Andy
legend.
Regano, Al from who's been on the show a couple times here now.
Yeah.
He came with his wife, who is shocked this kid married a girl this nice.
It doesn't make sense because he's a complete dick.
He's one of the best dicks to ever live.
Hell yeah. You're right.
she's-
He's right there with like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, he's a. She's a sweetheart though. She was. I was talking to her because I got Al in a little trouble a couple weekends ago. So I need to make sure that they know like I'm not a real fucking piece of shit, you know.
D-Gen.
But then she's married to a piece of shit, so it really doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You know what I mean?
I wish they got there earlier because I don't think I was speaking English when they walked through the door. My mouth, my brain was working, but my mouth was not cooperating.
Correct.
And as much of a, by the way, as much of a fake dick as Al is, like he's like, I'll drive you home. I'm like, no, I'm getting an Uber. Like you going to fucking like around the corner. I'm going back to Melrose.
Also, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Drunk Ubers for me are like warp zones in Mario, right? So just picture you're in Mario World 1, Level 2, right? And you run across the top and you drop down.
I know exactly what you're talking
You
about.
drop down and there's the 3 pipes there, right?
Yep.
And I go into one of those green pipes. I squeeze myself into that Toyota
You always
Yaris.
get- yeah, but
It's a
see-
little Yaris, right? It
You always
pulls
get the
up.
smallest one, dude.
And Melissa like shoehorns me in there. And then by the time the guy goes, "Hello, Matthew," I'm asleep. Immediately, just out, right?
It's like time travel.
Yeah, it's a warp zone. And then all of a sudden I'm fucking Jumptown and fucking omelets in my kitchen at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't.
You made an omelet?
I eat drunk every single
Yeah,
time I
I
drink.
get that. Yeah, so like my drunk eating
And I'll
story.
chef it up. And I'll put the camera on and I'll go live like Jumptown. No, I don't.
You know
do
what's
that.
funny though? I have to say this. Like, I enjoy cooking, and I think my food's decent.
Yeah.
Like, I do the work to make it good, but like, I'd much rather eat somebody else's food. Like, I'd rather eat out. You know what I mean? Like, I just
We've all
would.
Yeah.
we've all been there though, right?
Yeah.
You make food and then you don't even eat it. You ever do
No,
that?
I eat it.
No, I'm
Oh
saying-
yeah. No, yeah.
No, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
There's been times when it's just like I wake up and the microwave's like full of food.
Fitzy's like a grandmother from the old country. He wastes nothing in the house. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
I'll eat it the
fucking-
next morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The time's already punched in. I just hit enter. I'm like, start.
By the way, this is the Christmas episode. Next week, I'm going to cut a
Best of.
best of.
Yep.
Our guy Evan, by the way, took over for Fonz. Fonz isn't happy. Fonz was
By the way, he told me he was coming last
no
night.
Fonz last night.
No Fonz, no fun.
No Froyo.
No Froyo.
But
Yeah.
Bobby's probably like getting laid. Like it's probably a good reason for
no,
that.
no. Froyo told me, right, and this is a fact.
Frotto, I think it's his name.
Frotto,
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Bobby Frotto. I saw him right on his story. He was at some guinea thing. They were doing fucking sauce and meatballs and all that stuff. I was a little jealous.
Like the Italians.
And then I go, hey, I can't wait to see you tonight. He goes, oh, I got to go to a party in Medford. I'll be there afterwards. I'll try to get there afterwards. Medford is across the
First of all,
Fellsway.
don't ever say you'll try.
Yeah.
Either just don't come.
Don't come. Don't
Which you
look-
didn't.
Yeah. Don't rub my dick and then walk
Do
away.
or do not. There is
Yeah.
no try.
Yeah.
Nah.
So Bobby Frotto out right now. Longhorn Lounge. He's out until at least New Year's.
Well, good news because he's coming on. New Year's, so that's good timing. Yeah, he's got a 2024 ban installed now.
Now.
That you
Done.
can't come in. So this show is generally fun, but I just wanted to make this one comment on something that's been fucking just getting in my fucking craw. So this kid, by the way, it was obviously an Italian, who shot the fucking guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now I saw a poll today. 41% of 18 to 29-year-olds think it's justified. So let me just talk to you for a second, you
Justified.
fucking loser, okay?
Cold-blooded murder.
If that's justified, when your father, who owns like a paving company, paves the next driveway he does, and he misses a spot, and the guy decides to gun him down, then that's justified. That is fucking the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, these kids are fucking retarded.
By the way, I heard I forget who said it,
Bring it
but
back, dude.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I forget who
Yeah.
said
Bring
it.
back the hour.
I forget who said it, but it's true. If that kid wasn't a good-looking kid, people would be like, if it was me, people would be like, oh,
Yeah.
hang him. He's so gross.
Look
Like,
at this fucking
yeah.
Timo Shane Gillis.
This kid looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck this guy.
Death penalty.
Yeah, death penalty immediately. Like, dude, you can't just go around killing people willy-nilly. By the way, it's all super like anarchist liberal people that are into this. Let me just say this then. Okay, so Fitz, do not turn that off. Do not. I know you're hot. I'm cold. It is what it
I
is.
still have a jacket on.
Yeah. Danny still has a jacket on.
Fitz
He
is
just had the
sweating.
heat
It's
on.
13 degrees outside.
13 degrees outside. Like,
It's a hangover.
then you got to kill Pelosi, Trump, all these people.
Yeah, everyone.
Because that guy who's the United Healthcare guy, whatever his thing was, he just runs that company, right? How do you think they're getting all that shit by that, like, you're all mad about? Because all those
It's
fucking pieces
legal.
of shit in fucking Congress.
Because it's legal.
Because it's legal.
Yes. Is it moral? Probably not. But is it legal? Yes. So who's the real problem? Not that dude.
Dude.
He's following the laws.
Yeah. And by the way, I also heard something that, like, where the fuck did I hear this? I want to give it credit about it. That it was because he got back surgery that he couldn't get it fucking hot on.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Probably couldn't get it before.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking pussy.
Fucking Italian loser.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
By the way,
Imagine waking up and saying, we're going to
Being
name
Italian?
that too. This is actually falling right into
this is
that.
a pro-Italian American podcast.
Imagine waking up, right, and you're about to be a dad, and you look at your wife or, baby mother to be, and they go, let's name our kid Luigi.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah.
You're already in second place, dude.
Mario.
Name a Mario.
Mario Brothers.
You're already in
second. Don't be green.
Yeah, dude.
Be
that's-
red.
That's so dumb.
Luigi was kind of a fucking G, though, in that
I like
game.
Luigi.
I was a
Luigi's-
Luigi guy.
Actually, that movie, Luigi, what was
Not
it?
Luigi, the guy who shot
No,
somebody.
he
Luigi,
stinks.
the guy
Terrible
who-
eyebrows
Yeah.
in that Luigi.
He ruined fucking Super Mario Brothers too, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So this guy goes, shoots a fucking CEO, ruins the game Super Mario Brothers 2, which is where Luigi really shines, if you want my opinion, and fucking ruins that name. No Italian is naming their kid Luigi this year.
No, not after that.
You know what I mean? It's like naming your kid Hitler.
I'm still gonna warp zone Ubers. I don't care. Super Mario's
Luigi
not ruined
style?
for me. Yeah. I'm still going down
So in
that
case
pipe.
you guys are wondering, the name of this episode is called fucking Super Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. Merry Christmas.
Merry
How do you like
Christmas.
that? What was the best Christmas gift you guys ever got in your lives? I think I've said what mine is, but go ahead.
I definitely said what mine was because it was like we were.
Yeah, we've already had.
Dirt poor.
We haven't asked Fitzy. Let's ask Fitzy. I know what yours is. I know it.
Yeah.
You know what mine
So
is.
same thing. We were poor as shit, and we had Nintendo like 6 years after it came out.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo came out in the 80s. I think it was like 94 when we got a regular Nintendo, a regular Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo came out, and for some reason we got it that Christmas, right when it came out. So that was my Best,
That was Super
best
Nintendo was
Christmas.
sick.
Mom's
Yeah.
work in mysterious ways, dude.
Yeah, yep.
I'm gonna say this right now. Out of all
My
the
father
gaming,
was still alive when that came out, so
Yeah.
they somehow pulled it together and got us. a
out of
Super
all the
Nintendo.
gaming consoles I've ever owned,
Yeah.
I do think that Super Nintendo was my favorite.
Dude, it was sick. Nintendo 64 was my favorite.
I was a Sega guy.
Yeah,
Were
Love
you?
Sega.
Dude,
Love
that's
Sega.
like
my
that's
cousins
like
was Sega.
beta VHS shit, and we're
Yeah.
talking about some old fucking videotape shit.
Yeah.
But like you were either a Sega family. It's like Xbox or PlayStation, kind of.
So,
Yeah.
so back in the day, Sega had something called Sega Channel. Do you remember that?
No.
So it was, I don't know why it was called a channel. You had to put it on channel 3, right?
Yeah.
And it was a console you put in Sega, but it had like 1,000 games. Again, Mom's working mysterious ways. I got it one year, and all my friends were dirt poor, but we had this. So I was the cool kid for
Yeah, so
like,
people were coming over
for
your
like
house.
3 months. I was
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
We're going to Gilly's house. And I said, yeah, you're fucking right, we are.
You know what was
My
sick?
mom chefed us up like some fucking
Waffles.
waffle, something stupid. You know,
I
like
don't know why waffles came to mind, but I was like, yeah, waffles.
Waffles not sick.
Yeah, waffle. Fuck. Road Rash.
great game.
Great game.
Dude, sick game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Echo the Dolphin. Fuck with that.
I never heard of that in my life.
I know
Really?
that game. I know what it is. Yeah. I never
Please,
played
You
it.
just
Please tell
swim
me.
around like a dolphin
Yeah.
in
That's
the
so dumb.
sea.
I never played
Dude,
it.
I liked it.
because I'm straight, but a lot of guys did play it.
Skitching, you probably didn't have that, right?
No.
That was literally,
Skitching?
yeah. I still remember the fucking song. Skitching. You just would tailgate the back of buses and shit on rollerblades like a free ride.
That's
that
sick.
was the game.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was fucking nasty.
Awesome.
Too.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That was the game. While we're counting our youth, when I was a youth, I was never skinny, but we're aiming to get there. Fitzy, how much weight have you lost, by the way?
60
Talking to
total.
Panuzzo.
60 total.
All right, so we're announcing this right now. Panuzzo wanted me to roll it out really properly, but I just talked to him and I'm like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
It's genuine this way.
Everybody knows Panuzzo. We've been with him for fucking, I've been stuck with this kid since I was 22, making me look like an idiot, or 20. He has an app that he let us into, me and you, like
Yep.
months ago.
Yep.
Out of the goodness of his heart, because he's like, these guys are gonna die. And it's unbelievable. He's got his own app for the Success Lift. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work with Brian. First of all, me and Al are having a weight loss contest. And
Starting
New Year's. Yeah. January 2nd for me because we're going out after that.
Yeah.
South Carolina's playing on the fucking television at 3 p.m. in the Citrus Bowl. So me and Al are gonna do a little weight loss competition.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
At the
facts.
Citrus Bowl?
Yeah, they got the big bowl.
Do you know that's where we played Pop Warner Super Bowl?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hopefully they have better luck than you did.
That was a dick.
Too soon?
Fuck.
Too soon?
I mean, what are you going to do?
All right, so listen, back to the task at hand. So what we're gonna do is for Patreon members of this show, which there are like 85 people, if you want to get into the app, Brian's gonna do half off every month for you in the app. I think it's gonna be like $100.
Yep.
He does custom workouts. You get fucking messages from all the time. You can track everything in there.
The app is sick.
The app's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
you
I just showed
literally-
Danny.
yeah,
It's,
you're gonna be in it.
it's fucking unbelievable.
I'm not saying this to like blow Panuzzo.
Yeah.
That is one of the coolest apps I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love how personal it is. Like
Yeah.
you're talking to the guy
He
that
messages you. He sets up custom workouts for you.
Yep.
He does calorie tracking. It's
Yeah,
fucking.
it's
It's
pretty-
awesome.
it's-
He won't do like for this. I think it won't be like he won't break your macros down, do those type of videos. Like if you want to get one-on-one coaching from him, some people do, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He's done a couple videos for me and you, like where he like
Yep.
broke down everything we're
What
doing.
we were eating.
Yeah, that was like when I had a good run too, and he was like, "You're doing pretty good." I have to actually admit it. Since then, he would be like, "You fucking
Yeah.
loser."
Because you stopped tracking, right?
Well, no, I've been tracking.
Oh, have you?
Most of the stuff that I.
So he looks at my because I track fucking
Everything?
I'm true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, most of the time. But once I start getting drunk, I'm not putting
Yeah.
every bear in there. You know.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll just like log a 12 pack, just to keep him on his toes.
Yeah.
he
But he looks at mine and he's like, "Dude, Fitz, you gotta fucking substitute this.
that's
do
what
this."
that's also why I love that. He's like fucking grill it in.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
by the
well,
way-
it's good because so like I'll be eating something right, and I think it's decent, and he's like,
Like
"Dude,
peanut
there's
butter.
so
Use the peanut butter
Yeah,
example.
so peanut butter. There's so many empty calories in peanut butter, and it's such a small portion
Wait a
that
minute.
has a ton
Peanut
of
butter's
calories.
not good no more?
It's not great for you.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I know.
it's not great for you.
I know.
Why?
Because it's a lot of empty calories. If you put it
What does
into
empty
the,
calories mean?
it means that you're not getting a ton of protein out of it. You're not getting a
I
ton of.
thought that's all fucking peanut butter was.
No, it's mostly fat.
Yeah.
It's calories
Aw,
from fat.
Panuzza,
which-
you're
that's
fucking
why it
you're
tastes
losing
awesome.
me here.
It tastes, dude. I'm a huge peanut butter
That's
guy.
all
Ask
I-
Brendan.
Yeah.
I've been
That's
off
all
peanut
I-
butter for fucking like 3 months
Off
now.
peanut butter.
Yeah. Clean and sober off peanut butter.
Dude, peanut butter's
I mean, I've had a
Rules.
relapse or two, but
Yeah, I love peanut
that's
butter.
all like when I'm in the gym and I do protein shakes and all that shit, I throw a scoop of peanut butter in there thinking that I'm doing God's work.
I don't think that's
That's
terrible.
not bad. That's not bad.
But
You
so
can
what
handle it.
he's
It's for
saying-
me and Fitzy, it's worse. You
'cause
can't put weight on.
You're not heavy.
Yeah.
I'm the heaviest I've ever been, Fitz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
not,
still, it's
that's-
not like you're fat.
You're like Josh. You could drop 7 pounds in like a day and like it's fine, you know? So anyways, what we're gonna do is if you want to join the app anyways or whatever, it's $200 a month, I think, for a regular person. It's $100. Now, here's the thing, like me and Panuzzo were talking about. Whatever. Like we're adults here. We're all gonna be in a group chat on that thing, right?
Yep.
So you'll be on it, Fitzy will be on it, I'll be on it, right?
Yep.
If you want to join it, we'll all be together. And we like me and Fitzy usually report our steps and shit. Not everybody has to do that, but like it keeps you accountable. So it's $100 a month worth fucking. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, I
Your
never
health.
would have gone to the gym and done
Yeah.
the treadmill, but I knew that Panuzzo would be like, "You are a fucking loser," and I couldn't face him because I knew I was gonna be a loser today.
Hell yeah.
Like guaranteed. So anyways,
He's a big proponent of shaming people into doing the right
Which
thing.
I
you know what?
fucking
He
love.
is.
I
You
fucking
need
love
that.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
love
need
it.
that.
I love it. Listen, it hasn't quite worked yet on me after 25 years,
It's
but
yeah,
it's
but
about to take. It's about to take.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
If I can get someone to scream in my face every day, like, what are you doing right now? You had a great time last night. Now it's time to wake up. That's what Brian Panuzzo is going to do.
Dude, I
for
said
you.
last year this time I was in Nate's bar with Nate and Pete Kelly, who's my
Yep,
buddy.
yep,
who-
he's a
know
good guy.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I just think I want to get fucking ripped. And Pete's like, because Pete and Nate are both ripped.
Yeah.
And then Pete's like, kind of ruins your whole shtick, though. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you're right. I shouldn't.
true.
Hey, for like 2 seconds right there, you were like, I want to get ripped. I was like, I thought you meant drunk.
Oh, well,
yeah.
definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that Sunday. And we got no work. I got no work.
And it's the holidays.
It's the holidays, yeah. So, anyways, we'll put all that stuff up as we get into next year. So, if you want to join it, if you want to get your fucking shit ripped, you know what I mean? Like us, like Fitzy's ripped right now. You can get ripped like Fitzy. No, but it's a great thing. And obviously, like, listen, we like to live a fucking wild lifestyle a little bit, right? But having a little counterbalance to that is a good thing for
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
So, success lift.
Success lift. But
Yes.
we'll sort it all out. If you're in the Patreon and you want to do it, I'll put a post up there. We'll sort it out. And by the way, also Panuzzo said he would do like a once a week call, like or Zoom or something like that with everybody where they can ask questions and shit. And like, let me give you the cheat code on Panuzzo. He's too nice. So if you ask him any question, he'll answer it.
Yeah.
Like that's the fact.
So he
You
is
could be
too-
trolling, and he's still going to answer.
He's nice, but he's also I love like when he's just sitting there talking his bullshit on his Instagram videos, right? And he's just eating his broccoli, and he's like, "You should be eating this instead of fucking peanut butter now," which I thought was fucking great for you, right? He's gonna tell you the truth, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, he's gonna be
don't-
like, you are disgusting
Yeah.
and you should be embarrassed.
So
with
you got to
yourself."
have a little tough skin with Panuzzo. He's a Jersey guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's Italian, so
Yeah.
you got to watch out for these people.
Yeah. Listen.
It's awesome though when eventually he fucking makes a reel and it's aimed directly at you.
Which happens all the time.
It's the holidays.
It's
one.
the holidays.
He's like, imagine you go into your boss and you do like 20% effort, right? And your boss is like, dude, what are you doing? This is your job. You have to do your job. It's the holidays. Would that fly? So I was like, I loved it immediately, and then
Obviously.
shared it to my story because I knew it was directly at me.
He probably gets half his content ideas from like us.
Yeah.
He's like, how do I find more losers to like?
He's like, imagine
yeah.
imagine being this type of degenerate.
Do you know that show 60 Days In where like
Yeah.
the regular people just
Yeah,
go to jail?
go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Brian Panuzzo do that, strictly because he always says you can get it in anywhere when he means like,
Yeah.
lifting and working
Dude,
out.
that's easy. People
He's-
come out of jail fucking.
Dude, but that's gonna be the best thing, right? So like people are gonna be like, look at this fucking 6'6" ripped guy. What are you in here for? And he's like, tax invasion, right? And you're like, all right,
Invasion?
yeah. And then
He invaded the taxes.
yeah, and he's just doing dips on fucking a stainless steel bench.
Yeah, water bags.
It's fucking the best.
Curling
dude.
water bags.
He would get so much money in his canteen strictly because of his fucking workouts.
People would be paying him canteen to blow him.
Yeah, I
you know
agree.
What I mean? Like, I'd be the guy that like, oh, this guy's gonna blow me. You know what I mean?
You think Panuzzo got a stick?
All big guys like that, like 6'6" and over that, I know
Yeah.
they're always making a little joke like that they really don't have a stick.
Yeah.
kind of have to, right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, but also
actually, I've seen his
Patrick
dick.
Ewing
It's
duct
wooden
taped.
No, I'm just kidding.
Patrick Ewing duct taped his dick to
Yeah,
his
but
thigh.
Patrick Ewing's not white.
Yeah, he's a black guy.
He's a black guy.
Good
Like,
call. Good
So,
call.
I mean,
like, listen, it is what it is. Imagine if you just had such a fucking stick you were known for your stick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm known for everything but my stick. You know what I mean? I'm known for like some mid-level comedy, some mid-level musicianship, and then like not my dick. You know what I mean?
yeah, never
Yeah.
the dick.
Nobody's ever like, oh, sick dick. I remember one time, this is not a joke. We were at college. I was with Panuzzo. We were out front. My buddy Mike May, who was in ROTC, and he's like sitting there, and this girl's like, he goes, "This is my buddy. He's got a huge dick." She goes, "I can tell. He looks like the type of guy who have a huge dick." And she came up and talked to me, and I'm like, I could never even make out with you, like because like I have the opposite.
I don't have a huge tongue.
Yeah. I was like, all right, you gotta go. By the way, last night, speaking of huge dicks, you know who was there? Sean O'Brien in the
Yeah.
house.
Sean Bryan's the
Shay
best.
Wilcox,
Yep.
his boys.
Gennaro,
Gennaro?
the greatest.
Yeah,
Speaking of
he's
huge,
awesome.
He's got a huge dick.
Yeah, he does. We have the same dick.
He listen, by the way, at Pearl Street, Sean did a show
Yeah, it came through
while we were there.
Yeah.
Joey Noon, Jody Sloan, Mikey V.
Yep.
Sold out the show.
Yep.
And then came right afterwards. Like,
Listen, I'm a fucking Pearl Street guy. Go do your holidays at Pearl Street. We had a good time. Who's the kid? Nolan? That he brought
Nolan
with him?
Baker.
Okay, this fucking kid shows up, right?
middle stall guy.
He looks like
Dude, he's
he looks
electric.
like somebody shit him out of Tommy's grade, right? He looks like he's a sophomore at Melrose High.
Yep.
He just graduated Salem State, or he's graduated Salem State. He is a fucking he's a comedian.
Yeah.
This kid is. I think that kid's gonna be famous.
Yeah, he's coming on the show.
That kid's an electric factory.
Yeah, right when I met him. Well, me and Danny met him in the stall, in the bathroom.
Correct. And I
He was contemplating. So I'm far left, Danny's far right. There's only one in the middle. This kid walks in and he's like,
By the way, let me give you the specs real quick. This
Yeah.
kid is 5'9",
yep.
Buck
Sev-
37.
72 pounds.
with all his credit cards in his pockets.
has the haircut of like a boy band.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he's like
He's like any high school
You're like
kid.
Timothy
haircut.
Chalamet is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
buddy.
Denim
you know?
jacket.
Yeah.
Denim dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the
Electric
bathroom.
factory. He walks in and he's like,
Had you met him yet?
no.
No.
So we're just there. And Danny's pissing, I'm pissing. We're far away from each other.
Talking about how people stink, by the way.
What do you mean?
We were just talking. Me and you were just talking.
Oh, yeah,
People
yeah,
stink,
yeah.
dude.
And fucking, he walks in and he's like, doesn't know what to do. So there's three actual shitters.
Yeah.
He could have went in there.
100%.
My play would have been like,
Yeah.
yep, door open, piss, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? He like got nervous. He didn't know what to do. So Danny finished and he's like, here, don't be the middle stall guy. Take mine.
I gave him-
Danny fucking washed his hands and went on his way. And I was fucking dying. So we didn't talk because I
Yeah.
don't know the kid. I'm
Yeah.
not going to strike up a conversation at the
Some
urinals.
young, handsome
yeah.
guy.
I'm like, hey, come here often. It's where all the dicks hang out. But then we met him afterwards.
Yeah.
Right away, I was like, I'm all in. What
This
do you
kid
do?
is-
And he's like, oh, I do comedy and I stand up, whatever. He's like, meet my sister. And then Danny's like, how long have you two been together?
I forgot all about that.
That was the best. It was
I didn't hear
I didn't
that
know
part,
that either.
though.
I didn't know that was his sister.
I didn't hear that part.
I know.
So like he had his arm around her, and I was like, "How long you been together?" He's like, "Well, that's my sister." And I go,
Awkward.
"Whoops."
Uh,
She walked away very fast.
Yeah.
By the way, I always have to forget this. I try to remember this now. Like, I said this on a text thread with us and Al the other day. I'm like, never grow up. Like, as long as you keep going, like, I mean, I think I've very much embodied this thing. But I have to remember now. I'm like, when I'm meeting these kids, I'm like, Maggie was like yesterday.
I know.
She's like, we should hook up Sean O'Brien with Tess. Like, that's how young these people are we have on the show. Like, he could
date
dude, by
your
the way,
daughter.
if
Yeah,
Sean
it's crazy.
O'Brien was my son-in-law,
That'd be sick.
I'd be fucking
How proud?
pumped.
How proud would you be?
I'd be unbelievably pumped.
Because he's such a great kid.
Sean O'Brien's the best
Sean's
guy
a
in the world.
fucking.
In
so-
fact, my daughter's not worthy of him. How do you like that? she's not worthy of Sean O'Brien.
So I was at the bar again. I'm trying to buy beers for everyone, right? So Sean walks up and I'm like, Sean, what do you want? He's like, dude, you've bought me 1 million beers. Can I buy you a beer? And I was like, I guess if you want to. I was like, but want to buy you a beer right now. He's like, no, let me buy it. And I was like, all right, thanks, Sean.
He was
Sean's
raised-
a great
he was
kid.
raised right.
He's just a great
He's
kid.
just the fucking best kid in the world.
It,
Like,
does, it
and
does like get caught up that like how young he is because he has an old soul.
You don't
he
realize.
actually
You
like
don't realize.
okay, like that kid Nolan's like 21 maybe, right?
Yeah.
He's-
But you
yeah.
can
So he's
tell
like a couple years younger than Sean.
Yeah.
But Sean just seems like he could just hang with us all
yeah,
day.
Sean seems like our
Yeah,
generation. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think it's because, like we said, he's like raised with his dad, and like they with all his friends. It's
Yeah.
like he's been around
Yeah.
these guys forever, you know.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I just want to give a little shout out to a not an ex guest, a guest of the show who's been on twice technically. Ginty was down. Did you see his whole thing when he was down in
Buddy,
fucking Nashville?
how many bars
Dude,
did he
that's
hit
so sick.
So Ginty goes down there, right? So people who don't know,
just with a guitar?
if you go back, by the way, you know that's our biggest episode outside of like the first two episodes. Like, because people will go to the first episode to check something out. It's Ginty's episode. That's
Yeah.
our biggest episode.
Yep.
So Ginty's from Cork. A lot of people know him on here, but
Anyone that I meet and I recommend the show to, I say start with
Start with
episode 101.
I watched it in here the other night. I hadn't
Because
even.
I'm like, it showcases like us, but it also has like a great
guest.
Irish
Well,
comedian.
and do you know what I noticed about that show? So
musician.
I hadn't listened to that show since I think we did it.
Yeah.
So I watched it in here the other night, and you know, obviously Ginty's amazing. But what I noticed about that show is like, I'm a fucking sick host.
Yeah.
That was what I noticed.
You are.
Like I was fucking really on my game.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyways, Ginty went down there and he just fucking shows up with a guitar and he's like, I'm gonna get on as many stages as possible. This kid's just walking into places, dude, just being like, can I get up?
Yeah.
And then they're probably like, yeah, fucking look at this guy.
Yeah,
and they
let's see.
crush us.
Dude,
Yeah, I know.
So there was one, I think it was stage 17 for him. And it was more than that he's done. But
yeah,
I
he
think
did
it was
like 22
20
or something.
something. Yeah.
So the guy that was like on stage, because like that's honestly, if you've never been to Nashville, take the trip. It's
Oh,
awesome.
it's the fucking best.
It's the
Yeah,
fucking
Nashville's sick.
Best
it's
place in the world.
It's the balls. You don't even have to like country music. It's just a great fucking time.
Yeah, it don't matter.
The hospitality down there. This is what I'm getting at. So there's a band up there already playing. They're performing
Yeah.
play and they all play for tips. And Ginty just goes up and he goes, "Yeah, I want to play." It's all these people. So he had the video of like they're like, "Yeah, this guy comes all the way from Ireland," and he's like, and you could kind of see like he was like, "Haha, like who's this guy?"
Yeah.
He just wants it. He thinks it's karaoke.
Yeah.
The minute he starts singing,
They're like, fuck.
Yeah, people
they're
are
like,
holy shit.
No, you could see it in the guy's fucking cowboy stupid hat.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, holy fuck, this guy means business.
Yeah.
Right? He's up there with his fucking Air Maxes and a sweatsuit.
Dude. Yeah,
right?
that's awesome.
And he's like, what's the crack, lads?
As-
and it's fucking best.
Hup the rebels.
When we helped him pack his shit into his car, and he had like a Mercedes like 7 Series, like an old
Yeah,
one.
a
And
Beamer
I go,
7
"Geez, he's
Series,
got a
too."
Beamer 7 Series.
Yeah,
he goes,
sick.
I'm an Irish gangster. I was like, that fucking kid rules. So I was texting with him, and he was like, I'm like, do you want? We're gonna have him on for March because that's
Makes sense.
Patty's.
Yep.
But I'm like, do you want to come on in January and talk about the whole trip and everything? And he's like, 100%, I want to come on.
Fuck
that's
yeah.
great.
So
Hell yeah.
he's
Dude,
on the
I'm,
deck.
I'm honestly pumped for that. I want
Dude.
him to play guitar in here again.
Yeah, no shit.
That
Everybody
was
wants
so
Ginty
sick.
to play the
Remember
guitar.
Sorry, Brendan. I want you to play guitar too.
No, dude, I'll tell you
I'm a
this right
big
now.
BA fan.
I will tell you this right now.
I
Though.
want Ginty to play Brendan's the guitar.
Listen, I'll say this right now. Like, you know it when you're around it. Like, there's something in that kid's voice that is just so different.
It's awesome.
It commands the room.
Commands
right,
the attention.
Right when he
Ooh.
touches the mic,
Yeah,
everyone's eyes go to that.
100%.
We were
Yeah.
at the Dubliner.
1,000%.
1,000,000%. Everyone's eyes were like, holy shit, what's going on
Dude,
over
and
there?
when he gets that foot thing going,
Oh, yeah.
like the
Yep.
bass drum thing is
Yep.
like, doof, doof. I'm like, this kid's a
I
fucking rocket
think
ship.
yesterday,
Yeah.
was it yesterday or Friday morning? They had like a fucking line out the door.
Dude, the kid packs the place.
But
Yeah.
it was the,
So
he
here's the
literally
deal.
like had
you know
breakfast
that
there.
you know that
Was he
when,
playing?
Yes.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the problem I just realized I'm going to have soon is that in 3 years, I'm going to have all my friends' 50th birthdays and mine,
Yep.
but then all my new friends' 40th birthdays,
Yep.
like Danny and like fucking Al, right?
3 years, dude.
So, but for my 50th birthday, I've already said it. Fucking Ginty's playing my 50th birthday.
Let's go.
Fact.
Fucking
All right?
this guy,
Yeah,
huh?
no shit.
Let's
And
go.
don't beg me to get on stage and everybody's gone.
I'm gonna.
No, we want Ginty. Misguided spirits, by the way. Let's talk about that for a second.
Big bad James.
James was supposed to be here.
going to be here today, but he's gallivanting all over Europe.
This is a man unlike us. All right, we're like, oh man, I'm in Saugus. He's like, I'm in fucking Poland. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is how he operates. But they're doing we are gonna have him on. We're gonna figure that out. So they're doing an invest thing right now. Like I think they funded like 100K.
Yeah, crowdsourcing.
Yeah, crowdsourcing.
If you want to be a pot owner in fucking Misguided,
You can be.
Get on their
You
website.
get shares. Yeah.
Hop on it.
MisguidedSpirits.com. They're fucking vodka. Everything's the fucking best. All right. We're going down to New York this year. That's a fact. We got big plans this year. Big things are happening. I'm getting ripped with Panuzzo.
Yep.
Danny's gonna work out with Jay Hurley. We'll talk about that in
We
a second.
might have to get Jay Hurley on here just for no reason whatsoever.
I feel like it has
We
to happen.
should, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Jay
should.
Hurley. I'm a
Jay-
Jay Hurley.
Like I couldn't even tell you what that conversation would entail, but you just need like I do a great Jay Hurley impression, and this is how he sounds. So about it now, and you thinking debate about it? I debate about it. And like when you actually see and hear this guy, you're gonna be like, this doesn't make sense.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. I love this kid to death. When I was talking to him last night, I'm like, I'm picking up a third word every other sentence. You know what I mean?
Just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
No, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But you can get Misguided everywhere. You can order for the holidays, MisguidedSpirits.com. Bella's, real quick, we were there the other day. We had beefs.
Oh my lord.
The three of us, Matt West,
Very, very good beefs.
very good beefs. And this is when Fonz is going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't invite me.
I'm 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
With his
I'm 10
fucking
minutes away.
CNI dog.
Yeah, exactly. And Al showed up later. Unbelievable beefs. Go ahead.
No, as we know, 1211 Osgood Street, bellasna.com. We know what it doesn't stand for. It doesn't stand for Narcotics Anonymous. It's North Andover. I said this already to you guys, but that was, as far as crunch on a bun, that was the best sandwich
That was unbelievable.
I've ever had.
Yeah.
And he, you know what? Little inside baseball. He goes, I switched it up and I used real butter this time instead
Yeah,
of like
he
the
told-
spray.
yeah.
That like most places you makes all the difference, dude. Makes all the difference. It was unbelievable. He sat with us for what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, I made him get in my video. Somebody goes, he looked like he was in a hostage video. I was just
He
like
was.
screaming at the
He was.
camera.
Brendan was fucking threatening people with 357 Magnums, and Harry's just like, yeah.
I own this restaurant.
Check out the crunch on the bun.
We lost. This might be the last read we do for them. Let's do all the ads now. I went on Friday. I drove up in a fucking, by the way, classic situation. Supposed to get an inch of snow.
Oh,
Whiteout situation.
fuck.
But I already committed to go up to
Ben
Ben
Frank.
Franklin to see all the guys. Ferg was up there too. And then I got stickers made for us. We got to figure out how we're going to dole these stickers out, by the way.
6 stickers.
Yeah, they are.
Unreal.
Chris Shelley. Shout out Chris Shelley.
Chris Shelley is the fucking man.
By the way, he just
And-
goes, what did he say? He goes, I'm just bored. I made these.
Yeah.
He's a fucking.
He sent those to us, and then immediately Brendan was like, here, Joe at Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Can you print
And you
these
know what?
up?
I meant
And
to fucking tag
What
him
would it
in.
take?
a day.
2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's the best.
Yeah.
Joe was like, I walked in and it was like, there were 5 people there, by the way. I got I'm like, ooh, lightly attended. But then I didn't realize 2 things. One,
You showed up on time.
I show up on time, which I do. We like to show up on time. I couldn't stay that long because kids and all that stuff. And I want to get Chinese food on the way home. This woman walked in. There was some people wore costumes. This woman walked in as the lamp from
I saw that.
Oh, Christmas store?
my fucking God, dude. First of all, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. She had the body to fucking rock it. I'll just say that to her.
Really?
And props off to her for having it.
Saw it.
But the costume was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Her husband was dressed as Ralphie. I'm like,
Yeah.
you might be the luckiest Ralphie in America.
Do you have
Like-
the bunny suit?
No, he had like the
He's just
going to school
Regular
suit.
Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses
Which is
and shit.
pussying out. That's what I
Yeah.
told him. I'm like,
Should
you're
have
a
been the
pussy,
bunny
huh?
suit.
I said to him, like, you're a pussy, huh? I go, your wife's hot. So I said, it was really awkward. Then I had to leave the party.
She's a rocket, but you're
Yeah,
a pussy.
she's a rocket ship. You're a loser. But Ben Franklin Print Company, by the way, they've been killing it. Everybody's been getting their shit done there. It's fucking awesome. I'm watching Danny drinking IPA, might throw up.
No, that's delicious.
Okay.
Youth Lagoon.
Tell them you're a corker when you call up. People be getting, we got Melrose basketball shirts just got done. by them.
Lot of action
Yeah, a lot of action.
at Ben
yeah.
Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a message to all our sponsors. Prices are going up. Facts. All
Yeah.
right. Get your fucking checkbooks out. Okay.
Yesterday's price
Yes,
is not
price.
today's
Yeah.
price.
The price of poker just went up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Nah, I'm just busting balls, but I'm not. And then we have one more sponsor left, Tedco. Teddy,
Text us this
the
morning.
fucking man. Listen, I'm a Ted guy. Everybody knows that. I'm a Paul Gentile guy, by the way, who was there last night. Paul Gentile, we have a big group text with all the guys in the neighborhood, and I invited all of them. Gentile's the only one who came, and I said, everybody here, return your fucking Longhorn Lounge fucking sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Paul Gentile is the fucking man.
You're banned.
You are dead to me. Okay?
And he's not
And then
an,
I immediately wrote back and go, I'm just kidding, but Paul gets extra credit for coming.
he's not an original Melrose guy either.
Dude, when I met Paul,
You guys adopted him.
And by the way, if you're out there being like, this is too inside baseball, do me a favor. Fuck off.
Jam it.
When I met Paul Gentile for the first time, I just saw him and I'm like, that kid likes to potty and he's got good energy. He's a good energy guy.
He hugged me and kissed me on my
And
neck like it was the
When we got
movie
into
of
a
Ghost.
fight in our men's basketball league, when a fight kicked off, Paul Gentile went right this kid's throat immediately. Like, fucking dude. I was like, he's also a psychopath, which is good.
Yeah.
You got to have a.
He's that type of dude.
Yeah, he's
loyal
all,
to a fault.
I was in the corner. I was just like, oh man, I hope these guys don't fight. Total pussy. 617-996-6827. You know he's not a pussy. Tedco when he's fucking building out your house. All right. That's a fact. He'll do your basement. He'll do everything. He's the best.
Do we do benchcraft?
And that's coming up next.
Yeah.
American Benchcraft. That belt
Wore it last
is
night.
getting a little too tight on Brendan Ahern.
So I
in the
punched.
holidays.
I punched holes in mine because I
No.
lost so much weight. Yeah.
Dude, why
I
don't you
had
just
to
go get a new
About
one?
to say, or just go.
Chris will give you a new
I'm
one.
probably gonna buy a new one. I don't want Chris to give me anything. I'm probably gonna buy a new one. But my brother-in-law has a leather work
Punch?
set. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I punched legit holes in it.
Oh, all right. So you didn't just
So
use
I
a
didn't
steak
just
knife?
No.
I'm going to take a wild
Just an
guess.
all.
By the way, I'm going to
fucking slam
take
it all into it.
I'm going to take a wild guess that Chris is going to listen to this and then be like,
He's gonna be like, oh,
can you just come up here and get a new belt? Like,
Chris is gonna be like, warranty voided.
yeah, it's true. Lifetime warranty on these things. By the way, member of my immediate friend group that we're in a fantasy football league with just ordered all wallets from American Benchcraft for the whole league.
We can say his name, right?
Awesome.
Buggy.
Buggy.
Yeah.
Buggy, dude.
Buggy gets it done. Buggy's a fucking true one.
Yeah, he's a day one. A1.
AmericanBenchcraft.com union,
Yes, sir. Veteran owned.
veteran owned.
Yep.
Listen, local guys.
Good
good
guys.
guys, right?
Union guys.
I go with the work. I think we have the working man's belt. I think it's what we have, and it's fucking awesome.
That's
Dynamite.
great.
Dude, it's the best.
Yep.
Just not gonna need another belt.
In my wallet is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I know I might be in the weirdo phase here, but I love the smell of leather.
Me too.
Brand new
Me
leather.
too, yeah.
It's like gas.
What's
to
wrong
me.
with that?
It's,
Yeah.
it's just awesome. Like if that
I
was a
don't think
cologne,
that's weird.
I think if that was a cologne, I'd be all in on it. Just
Would
smell
you-
like fucking cowhide.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you were like, you know what I think seems like a huge pain in the ass lately. By the way, I was finishing Yellowstone, which I initially
I was
said,
just gonna say, I think Rip smells like leather. Like I'd like to cuddle Rip.
You want to smell them?
I want to cuddle up to
Dude,
Rip
that's
in front
weird.
of the fire and smell him. He smells like
I think being a cowboy
Cowhide.
like is one of those things that like in theory watching on TV probably seems cool. Probably that job probably sucks,
oh yeah.
dude.
I don't want to do that.
Why would you ever want to do that?
That's terrible, dude. Your
You know what I
balls,
mean?
your balls probably hurt all the time. You're just fucking slamming into a fucking horse all day.
People are
Yeah.
like, I love being a cowboy.
You're like, you
No,
look
don't.
cool, but
You
you're
look
not.
sick
Yeah,
and you're a badass.
yeah.
But I don't want to do that.
No,
I want to sit in my couch,
drink beers.
watch TV.
I just want to be Kevin Costner. I want to
Dude,
be.
Kevin Costner is the man. I will say they manufactured their way out of that season, the last season. But the first episode, I said to you guys, I'm like, it's like a salad without salad dressing, without Kevin Costner. You know what I
So
mean?
I didn't watch it yet because I'm historically cheap and they're charging $2.99 an episode. So I haven't watched it, but everyone's disappointed
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
You know what, dude?
I heard they didn't want to
Listen,
pay him, right?
It's a fucking soap opera. So
Yeah,
you got to
but
be
it-
okay with it. You know what
It
I mean?
jumped the shock fucking two
yeah,
seasons ago.
yeah. When they start blowing her like the building up. and-
100%. That's right when it fucked up.
1,000%.
A $1,000,000%. That's right when it fucked up.
Yeah.
At that time, it was a huge cliffhanger, right? Her building blew up. Costner was shot on the highway. And Casey was behind his desk fucking
Yeah.
blind firing back at people, right? Right when that happened, someone needed to die.
I agree.
One of those main characters had to die.
Yeah.
And then the next season, they're like,
Everyone's alive. It's
everyone,
fine.
Everyone was fine after all that. You know, she didn't get blown up. He didn't get shot. He didn't die. I'm like, fuck off, dude.
You know
This-
what?
This show
I'll tell you right now,
sucks
though. It does, but I'll tell you right now. I'm an idiot, so I don't mind watching shows for idiots. You know what I mean?
It's
fine.
It's
It takes up an
entertaining.
hour of my fucking Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's
like, you know what I mean?
entertaining. Yep.
Like done.
So if you didn't get that far in Yellowstone, you don't have to anymore.
Kevin
Yeah,
Costner's
sorry
dead.
for the spoilers.
Kevin Costner's dead. The brother that's not really their brother, he dies. She kills him, by the way. The sister kills him.
Hell yeah.
Have you guys watched the whole thing yet?
So
Merry
I'm
Christmas.
probably not gonna.
You don't have to watch it. I watched it for you.
If Paramount Plus is charging me
Fuck
$3
you.
an episode,
Yeah.
fuck you,
Fuck off.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what I mean?
By the way, what are the what'd you guys get you wise for Christmas? Did you get them anything?
Yes.
What's a
Maggie
big,
doesn't listen to the show.
She
so.
doesn't, yeah.
You can't say because
what's
Willis
a
listens.
bigger present than me being married to me?
It's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd
Not
know
much.
you.
You're a big present.
Pause.
Not many, if any.
Yeah.
We got sneakers.
Yeah.
She already knows. Sneakers and cook set.
Dude, I got,
So like
that's 2 of the gifts I got Christy.
You
Yeah,
guys are
he-
the most misogynistic men in the world.
hands and shit. Yeah, I'm like,
Hey,
yeah.
cook me some fucking
on
food.
these,
She asked for it.
throw on these running sneakers and go cook me shit.
She,
You know I'm gonna be drunk fucking chefing it up
dude,
on my new
I love
frying
it.
pans.
we were literally, she asked me for a new cooking set.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And then she goes, we could just go to Walmart and get one. I go, no. We're gonna get a cooking set. We're
do
gonna
it.
get a
Let's
cooking
do it
set.
up. Yeah.
So we're in Macy's, and then I saw the prices of real
Oh, yeah.
cooking sets.
Yeah.
And I go,
All right.
maybe
We're gonna go to
Walmart is all right. Nah, I'm just
Meanwhile,
kidding.
you
Nah, we got one. But here's the best part. So she picked it out at Macy's. I got a real one, and it was like $300, something like that.
Yeah.
$265,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
but here's the deal. You know what you're getting. We're still wrapping it up. The best part about it, with our 2 little kids, right? They're
Yeah.
like, me and Mama. I know what she got me.
Sure.
I got her shit. We wrapped it up. We put it under the tree because I'm a real tree guy, but we have a fake one.
Yep.
I can't stand seeing that bare fucking empty piece of plastic in the middle.
You don't have a skirt?
No, we have a skirt, but like you still have.
Oh, you
the-
still see- yeah,
you
you
still
see
see.
the
So
plastic,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we gotta put. So I'm like, let's just wrap them now. Put them
all
underneath
on,
there.
Yeah.
My 6-year-old baby's like, Santa already came with her fucking lisp, and I'm like, oh, by the way, I got a funny story about Bailey. But she goes, I was like, I got mom presents. Mom, she goes, why are they already wrapped? Did the elves already do this? And I'm like, no, like we just did
You're
it
like,
each
I'm
other.
too old for this.
Yeah,
This has nothing to do with Santa,
yeah.
Bailey. This
I'm like,
is
we
all
actually
us.
just get it.
Yeah.
And then like this morning, she's like, are you and mommy gonna get me presents or is it just Santa? And I'm like, the expensive ones we got.
Like, do you know
Time
how
will tell,
fucking
Bailey.
hungover I am right now?
Yeah. I'm
Stop
like,
talking.
you just woke me up on the couch, lady.
I was trying to fucking decipher Jay Hurley's message last night.
So, real quick about my daughter Bailey, who notoriously I talk about her lisp, and it's the cutest thing ever. There's a TikTok, and I don't know if you guys seen it, about like a battle, about a girl, a rap battle, a girl and a guy in England, and the guy she's battling has a lisp. So she goes, "I think your lisp is cute, man." Have you seen this?
No.
I think your lisp is cute, man. Don't listen to them. Say 7 sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. I had Bailey say it.
Yeah.
Spit everywhere.
Yeah, that's great.
7 sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. And she's like, why do you make me say that? And it took her 25 minutes to get the sentence out. I got to record it. I got to put it on the page. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
So, what did you get? You got cookware? Is that what you guys got for your
Cookware,
wives?
sneakers.
You guys, this is, by the way, people wonder why we've never had a woman on the show. Like, I got her cookware and some athletic sneakers so she could work out.
No, so listen, the cookware
wanted
thing,
it. I
yeah,
did.
the cookware thing was something that we need for the house. So I was like, how about we
What
do
a
this?
gift.
I was like, how about we do this? Let's get this, and then we'll each get sneakers. Pick
Yeah.
out whatever sneakers you want
Yeah.
because we both need sneakers.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like the sneakers are from mom to dad, from dad to mom, and then the cook set is from Santa to
Yeah.
us.
See,
You
I
know
always
what
forget.
mean?
Like, my kids are so old now. It's like,
That's the. And honestly, I was getting the cookware thing anyways.
yeah. So it's double win.
Yeah, it's a win-win. At least it looks like for the kids. It looks like
Yeah.
Santa came for mommy and daddy too.
Yeah.
You
He
know what I
definitely
mean?
came for you guys.
Yeah.
Game right in front of you.
Right.
guys.
Yeah. Right. Right when he saw my baby blues.
Yeah. You know what I got? What did I get Maggie? So she wanted Birkenstock clogs for school.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever wanted to fuck like when you see Birkenstocks on a woman, an Irish woman. You know what I mean? You're like, dude, I'm fucking erect right now. Like, put on those fucking Birkenstock clogs right
I
now.
see them and I'm like,
Like some guys,
what are
like
we
some
doing?
guys, are like this is how fucked up the Irish are. Like some guys, like put on that leopard print nightie. I'm like, put on those clogs, man.
Yeah.
No, we got the Birkenstock clogs. Hopefully, my kids don't listen to this episode. And and then I got her.
Tommy's
I got her
friends.
like top and the bottom from Lululemon, like a sweatshirt.
Oh,
and like,
sick. Yeah.
That's
dude,
a grand.
By the way, did not know how much that place costs.
Dude,
Oh, it's expensive.
I walked into
Does she know?
Lululemon once.
Or
No, she
these
doesn't
are
know yet.
surprises.
Yeah,
Nice.
surprise.
Yeah, I got one surprise for Kirsty. She doesn't know that I bought it, but I got her a jacket that she wanted, and she's gonna be coming on. You're the best. You're the best.
It's
I'm
so
still gonna sleep on the couch that night.
yeah, exactly. They're like nobody's getting laid, and the Birkenstocks are being worn, and you know what I mean. It's like gonna be great. It's Christmas. By the way, I have to say, going back to the party last night, a guy who I think I'd met once, but I was obviously probably fucked up out of my mind when I met him. He's talking to Fitz, I think. I met him. And he's like, I'm Ian. I'm like, Ian Lounsbury. And he's like,
You came up with that. Yeah. It
this
was
is what I
sick.
do. Great fucking kid.
He
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
He's one of the best humans I've ever
Listen,
met.
I haven't met one kid from Malden of your crew
Yeah.
that's
Who
not
stinks?
like a fucking great guy.
Yeah.
Like Andy
Beast,
Regano,
beast
fucking
meets beast.
beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ian Lounsbury's a great guy. Your buddy Marty?
So Marty's gonna come on.
Yeah.
We had another guy in mind. He still listens to the show. He literally sent me a picture of him in his pulling the cork sweater. Shout out to JJ. Fucking give him the middle finger, and he was like, "Just needs to be a little bit shorter for me." He's a tall kid.
Yeah.
But Marty's gonna come on, and we're gonna have a great episode
Dude.
with that one.
Marty's a character.
Yeah, he is.
Kid's the best.
Yeah.
And by the way, I also just bought, which is sitting next to Fitz, the same recorder thing that the guys at Bad Brain use because we can get 5 or 6 if we need it ever.
Yeah.
So if we ever want to have like, say him and Bobby C,
Yep.
that type of thing, we have
Yep.
5, we can do it. I actually
Yeah.
think like once you get over 4, it is kind of hard to like keep the fucking peace. You know what I mean? With like everybody talking over each other, but I think that would be good.
I think we can figure it out.
Well, now we're fucking pros.
We're
this is what we do.
professionals
This is
at this.
fucking what we do.
So speaking of fucking drunk cigarettes, I'm happy you brought that up.
Oh, buddy.
Last night we were at dinner and Mohan's like, I'm talking to Mohan and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling like I'm gonna smoke some drunk cigarettes tonight. And he's like, oh no, don't do that. I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. So then we get to
You're like, yeah, sounds awesome.
we get to the IA and I'm crushing beers and I see, so shout out to Matt Krymeyer,
Yep.
who shows up for everything.
By the way, Matt
shows up.
Krymeyer, real quick, put a pin in exactly what you're gonna say.
Yep.
Your wife shows up with an ugly sweater that has my face, your face, and Danny's on it.
Yep.
Krymeyer shows up with a similar sweater with the same thing, right? First of all, Matt Krymeyer,
Legend.
Corker of the Year.
St.
I
Mike's.
just gave it up. Corker of the Year.
St. Mike's.
St. Mike's. Corker of the Year. Might have something to do with the fact that I just gave him Corker of the Year. And he said Jeff Downing's the fucking man, which is one of my best friends. He had a shirt also like that. And
Yep.
he's like, I almost didn't wear it because you were saying like,
Prop
you hate when
comedy,
people
yeah.
do stuff like that.
I was like, dude,
and I'm
wear
like,
it.
dude, I don't even remember saying what I said. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, dude, I literally don't ever listen to anything I said.
Oh, well,
Like,
so Melissa heard that and she was like, Brendan's gonna hate my sweater. I'm like, fuck Brendan. He says shit that he doesn't mean all the time. He's fickle as fuck.
Fickle.
Wicked fickle.
not
Just
even
wear your
just,
sweater.
dude, just full of shit.
Yeah, he's
like,
not.
full
It's
of
nonsense.
Shit.
He doesn't mean that.
Yeah, total
Ever
loser.
since he said he hates prop comedy, he's told me like 17 bits that have prop comedy in them.
He is Gallagher.
He's bringing out sledgehammers and watermelons.
Matt
And I'm
Krymeyer.
like, it's hilarious. It works.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do it real quick. Matt Krymeyer, new Corker of the Year, but existing long-term Corker of the Year is Sean from the IA,
Sean
helping
B.
us run the golf tournament.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Sean's a legend.
By the way, we talk about this last night? The comedy show? It's coming back.
Nice.
It is.
Love it.
3/29. I think something like that date. We're gonna work it out. And
Mix on mics, I think, is what it's going to be called.
Mix on-
Oh,
Mike's.
that's sick.
Sean O'Brien, Danny Gillis,
Yep.
Jeffrey Clow. If you're out there listening,
Yeah. If
you've been requested.
we need Jeff.
Somebody said, "Can Jeff Cloud? Does he have any other material?" And then
Nope,
Sean
it's
goes,
just couches.
Sean goes, maybe you could do like a love seat next time. Like
yeah,
he fucks
yeah.
a love seat.
Yeah. A recliner.
And I'm gonna work on Will Noonan. I'm gonna see if we can get Will Noonan.
Hell yeah.
I bet you we can make that
We can
happen.
make it happen.
And we'll make an
anyways,
exception.
Krymeyer-
One Italian will have Russo MC it again.
no Italians.
No Italians are.
Just kidding. Especially with
All
this
right, sorry.
Luigi.
Oh,
Well,
Fuck
I
you
wear,
guys.
I wear a scale cap,
Yeah.
so.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. You think these girls know how big my hands are? They know I got a huge dick.
Check out my video.
Yeah. Hey, check out my videos right now. I know You know, are you familiar with the old Bruins? When I was there in '86, I used to go there and do a stand-up bit. Dave Russo's the fucking man, by the way. I love him. I thought he was going to come last night, but he didn't show up.
He did not show. He said he was coming. Another one on the list.
Back to you.
So I was very drunk
Yeah.
last night, right? And Krymeyer was there. So shout out to Matt Krymeyer. Shout out to Maki Berry. I've smoked probably 3 packs of Maki Berry cigarettes over the course of the last couple of years. Because every time I'm drunk, I lock eyes with Maki and I'm like, hey, you ready? And he's like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, so last night I'm like, dude, I owe you money. He's like, never. I was like, take $20. I've drunk smoked cigarettes off of you like 2 packs.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you take some money? He's like, no, absolutely not.
Dude,
And I was
Berry,
like,
let me tell you what
all
Mark
right.
Berry is. And I've known Mark now for Maki for like,
Shout out to the Lions who are on right now. It's Mark Berry's team.
that's right, 20
Hell of a
nothing.
shirt. Hell of a sweater.
Mark Berry, I've known him for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Mark Berry is the definition of the scene in the town when he's like, I can't tell you what we're gonna do, but
Yeah.
we're basically gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Whose car we taking?
Yeah, exactly. Whose
Yeah,
car
yeah.
we taking?
He's awesome.
Mark Berry will do anything. You're fucking like not anything for anybody. Don't you call him Mark Berry if you don't know him. I'm saying like for me or you
Friends,
guys,
yeah, people
dude,
that
he
he-
would pick you
dude,
up.
he's-
He'll do anything for you. He
he's
is a
that guy,
true
yeah.
blue
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
guy. Like he's the best.
His
Also-
beard is
legit.
on point, dude.
Yeah.
His beard's
Legit.
on point.
I said to him last night, I go, I've known you for, I think, 3 years, right? Roughly. I go, but I've never seen you without a hat on. What a fucking.
What a head of hair.
What a head of hair.
Dude's got a huge head of lettuce.
What?
I know.
What? By the way, what a lineup. He was like, yeah, the Dominicans don't miss. I'm
Yeah.
like, I know, dude. They don't. Shout out to
Berry's
John,
a
though,
G,
who's
dude.
what?
He is.
Mark Berry's a G. Someday we'll get Mark Berry on. Like he'd be a good Patreon because like some of the best stories that Mark Berry has cannot be told to the public. Like,
Yeah.
they're like whatever. I won't
sure.
get into it too much. But Marky Berry's a great guy. Dude, it was just a fucking great time there. By the way, and you know what? I have to say this. It's so fucking cool that it's like we said, it's like when I said on the show, I'm like, I'm being honest. Like if you just listen, but you want to come to the show, come. Like Steve didn't know anybody there.
Absolutely. That
And
was
like,
great. Yeah.
and it was awesome. He met everybody, and it was great. Like that's how it, like
We
it was
want
just, dude.
we
it
want
was-
more people to just come up and
dude, that's what
do
we're doing.
that.
We're just trying to all party, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
and have an excuse for
the
it.
fucking
you know?
holidays, dude.
It's the holidays.
It's the
dude.
best time
The
of the year.
holidays. Anyways, by the way, what do you think my Uber Eats bill is this month with Tommy? I think it's probably fucking $1,000.
By the way, I walked in with 2 pies, right?
I'm not, yeah.
2 pizzas from 621. And I go, hey, it's just us 3. Like, tell the family, come grab some pizza. You know what Brendan said? Fuck them.
Dude, this fucking kid, I'm not kidding. He doesn't want food in the house anymore.
Yeah.
Like, everything's like,
He just wants to go
we
up.
get-
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you go to Dave's Hot Chicken?
but then he wears me down. And I'm just like, fuck it, I'll order you 5 guys, whatever. And this is where your bill goes out of control with celiac in the house, the girls. You got to order from 2 different places, or like they can't agree on anything.
Yep.
This dickhead had the fucking gall, right? I go to him, I go, hey, tomorrow morning, I go, we're going, you're coming with me at 10. We're going to pick up all the catered food from Durham.
Yep. Oh, speaking
And
of
I
fucking,
go, and I'll get you an Italian.
speaking of ads, Durham,
Al maybe told me that I can't read it anymore. So here's the thing. I'm reading it for a year.
100%.
I'm reading it every fucking day.
1,000%.
I'm going to keep posting it 1,000%. Durham pasta. Easton Ave and Lynn. They're the best in the business. They get the best Italians, everything. But anyway, so I was like, dude, you got to help me pick this shit up because last time Clocky was nice enough to help me and you just happened to be there. He goes, I guess he goes, Tommy goes, I got track. And I go, track? I go, what? He goes, yeah, I go left. I can't do it. So I go to Tess. I go, will you come with me? And Tess goes, yeah. He goes, I still want that Italian. I'm like, I want to fucking smash that
Yeah.
Italian down your four-eyed
not-
face.
It's not coming. Go
Yeah,
throw
it's not
shot
coming.
put.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing
Go
that's
throw
coming is
shot
you in the
put.
shower later. In
So,
the fucking
so,
night.
as, so as awesome as holidays are, right?
Yeah.
Just came back from Orlando with my son.
Yep.
Spent $1 zillion.
Yes, you did.
As you know, I'm wearing a fucking Rudy jacket right now. By the way, the reason I'm wearing this, my pea coat was in the car last night. I have a sick pea coat. Freezing.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is like a prop. Like I mean, I love this
Yeah,
jacket,
it's
but
sick.
I
I
would
actually think it's a great look.
I would
Yeah.
never wear it outside just
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, it's fucking Rudy, right? He was offsides. I get
Yeah.
that. But jacket is so warm, right? So
I love it.
watching Notre Dame with Bailey, the only person in my family watching the game with me, she just wants to see her dad happy, right?
Yeah.
Brendan's done with my life. He's 13 years is the cutoff for,
Yeah.
for
You don't give a
boys.
fuck anymore.
Boys, and that's why my perfect example. You know, Tommy's like, I
Yeah.
still want that Italian.
Yeah.
So he comes down, and it's like the fourth quarter, and we're up like 27-3 still because like it ended terribly because we had like that second, third strings in there. Comes down, he's like pretending to watch the game with me.
I hate that. That's worse. That's like your wife giving you a begrudging hand
Yeah.
job. It's like, don't even give it to me.
And he's like, he's like, wow. He's like, you know, number 0 is really good. And I'm like, what do you want, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, beat it.
What do you want?
What are you trying to get out of me?
And like, it drove me nuts. He goes, I was just wondering if I can get like $10 cash out. So, and I go, Christmas? It's like 5 days away. Then, right? I go, it's 5 days away. I go, I think you could fucking wait.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, fair enough. And he went upstairs. Fucking couldn't watch the end of the game with your old man?
No.
Loser
Dude.
kid. All these kids, they don't
But
watch
fucking
sports no more.
Bailey was there.
Bailey was there.
Yeah, dude, my son- I
Three
don't-
and a half quarters, Bailey was there with me.
So I don't know what it is. My son loves hockey, loves baseball, loves sports, does not want to watch sports. Wants to watch
No.
fucking Dude Perfect.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but
fucking
dude, it
trick
doesn't
shots
happen
on
until they
fucking
like they're fucking balls.
I
drop.
get it.
Like
So,
that's what happens.
But then another thing is like I am not looking forward to my food bill once he's a big kid
It's insane.
because
you're gonna be fucked.
you're
By the way,
talk-
speaking of fucked, I have the fucking under in this game. My buddy told me to take the under, and he's a fucking idiot. Dude, you're gonna be fucked because Tommy's
once
fucking
he hits-
intake.
That's what I mean. Once Connor hits like so, Connor eats like fucking bagels and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's like what his diet consists of. It's just
Yeah.
pure carbs and fucking cheese.
I'm in.
Once he starts, yeah, it's delicious. It's great. I'm not mad at him, but once he starts eating like fucking steak and fucking beefs and chicken and all that shit, I'm gonna be fucked.
Listen, dude,
I'm gonna
kids, when boys turn 16,
Something happens. Something changes.
yeah, all you're doing is buying them like fucking steak tip subs, Jergens hand cream, and fucking
tissues.
and tissues. That's
Yeah.
all that's all they're interested in. You know what I mean? At that time.
I'm not saying that this is true or not. Maybe Santa bought my son a ball trimmer.
Really?
Well, dude, I mean,
Yeah, dude, he asked for one, and I was like, "This is a weird request."
He
dude.
asked specifically for
"Yeah,
pubes
100%."
trimmer.
Yep.
I actually think. All right,
Does he have
okay.
facial?
He has a
little
fa-
bit?
he has a fake mustache.
Okay.
but he literally was like, "I need something for that."
Here's
And I was
what-
like, "All right, dude, let's
here's
go."
what I
for
would
it."
say.
Fine.
I think the conversation about you need to learn how to trim your balls is more awkward than like the sex conversation
It
that you
is.
have with your kids.
It is.
It's just like, dude, like, how do you even broach that? It's like, figure the fuck out. By the way, Maggie's always like,
Trial
have you
and
had
error.
the sex conversation with Tommy? I'm like, my father never had that with me, and I
Yeah.
figured it the fuck out.
Yeah.
So you know what? Take fucking Sherlock Holmes over there with the four eyes, and he'll figure it the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like he's got the internet now. I
be
didn't even
fine.
have the internet.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
figured it the fuck out.
I,
You know
did,
what I
I
mean?
did have the conversation with my son, and I remember it like yesterday. And he took it like a gentleman. I thought he was gonna be like wicked awkward and stop blushing and shit. He's like, "Oh yeah." So I'm like, "Hey, anything happened
Well,
yet?" He's like, "Not yet."
First of all,
Yeah.
first of all,
13, you
like
know?
I'm
like-
first of all, Chrissy's what is it? Latino? Is that what you say?
Psycho, yeah.
But you have a fucking mug of hair on your face.
Yeah.
So this kid's like,
Screwed.
yeah. I was gonna say he's got a
So
fucking
actually, one of the
going
one of,
both sides.
one of the funniest lines that's ever been sent to me is from my nephew Jovan, who obviously is my sister's son.
Yes.
My brother-in-law is the greatest human on earth. And he goes to me, he goes, "Hey, uncle, I got your ankles." I go, "You're 6'11", dude. What do you mean you have my ankles?" And I look down, he just has the hairiest ankles I've ever seen. He goes, "I don't get this from my black side."
Dude, that is weird because
I have your ankles, dude. Hilarious.
dude, Tommy's. I was looking at his fucking legs that hanging out of his shorts. I'm like, Jesus, dude, these fucking hairiest legs.
Is he?
Like I'm
Yeah?
like a hairless cat. I'm like a hairless cat. Like I don't have hair on my body, basically.
Really?
And now it's going for my head too. But like, I just never was hairy. And I'm like, what the fuck did this kid get this dumb hair from? It's probably from Maggie's side of the family. They're
So I've
gross,
got an
hairy people.
even amount of hair.
Midwestern Mass people.
I've got an even amount of hair across like my whole body, right? So chest, back,
Orangutan
legs.
style?
Yeah, it's just an even amount. It's nothing offensive, but it's a lot. It's a decent amount of hair.
I
right?
have one
Mark-
patch of hair above my ass crack, and you could braid it.
That's sick.
It's gross.
I love that for you.
Yeah. It's,
Mark
Girls
Fitz,
are fucking wet. Listen to this right now.
They're like pulling the cork. Holy shit. Mark Fitz, his arms and legs
Yeah, he's a hairy motherfucker.
are like fucking. He's like a monkey.
He's like Teen Wolf.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then like his chest and back is not like hairy like mine. But it's just his arms, his appendages are fucking hairy. Yeah, it's wild, dude.
His appendages. All right, so I think we're good, right?
Yeah,
That was fun.
That was
was
great.
kind of a disjointed episode, but it's the end of the
Well,
holidays.
you know why? Because we had the party last
It
night.
was hungover.
So it was
Now we're
but
half drunk again.
I feel like this episode was.
Wait till the Patreon.
I think this was hilarious.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll listen back to it tomorrow. I'm sober.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, oh,
man, that's
fuck,
fucking
we
bad.
suck.
No, but for real,
Bunch
I
of
want to say this
losers.
last thing because I know that not everyone's on the Patreon. And by the way, also, if you're in the Patreon and you fucking something comes up and you don't want to really pay for it anymore, just don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Somebody quit the Patreon the other day. And
course,
they're
yeah.
like, dude, I got like my. I'm like, don't, dude.
You did enough.
You did,
Yeah,
you
of
fucking,
course.
dude, whatever. You know what I mean? If you want the extra episode, great. If you don't want it, not a big deal. This is fucking, we give this to you every week. But seriously, for everybody listening this year, we fucking love it.
Thank you.
We went through some ups and downs this year.
Oh,
We
yeah.
lost Danny for a couple of months with his daughter.
Yeah.
And me and Fizz, I almost canceled the whole show.
We almost fucking aborted
And
this
now
whole
we're
thing.
like, we're on a rocket
now we're
ship right now.
Now we're flying.
Yeah, now we're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week, we're canceling it again.
Stay
though.
tuned. Stay tuned. More to come.
Fickle Brendan decides again to cancel the
Sour-ass
fucking
Brendan.
thing. Yeah, sour ass
Canceling
Brendan.
shows.
Loser fucking energy. All right, so listen, everybody have a great Christmas.
Yep.
We're gonna do the Patreon episode, and then we're gonna have best of, which I'll cut. Well, this is gonna come out. Should we release this tomorrow? I feel like probably.
I mean,
go
yeah,
on.
Monday morning's fine.
Yeah, 'cause then we'll-
Tuesday's fine because that's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but
Yeah, tomorrow.
we'll
Do
put
tomorrow.
it up tonight for Patreon, and then tomorrow for the public.
Yeah, and
then,
then a clip show, and then we're gonna have Bobby Frotto.
Last thing, Bobby Frodo's coming on the first. Last thing, Josh walked into that place last
my
night
God.
like Henry Hill.
He's
like,
he's the best.
Dude, he walks in, the corkers are just like, can I slurp that fucking?
Is that Josh?
Is that Josh?
Is that him?
And
And
some
he's like,
people,
"It's me."
some people who think they have like, you know, there's a couple people there that like I could tell like they didn't even want to like approach because they're like, I don't think I can handle this kid's energy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, the tightest sweater I've ever seen.
Dude,
on.
you took the words out of my mouth. I'm like, is that his kids?
He had the tag still on it, so he's gonna return that.
Dude, he comes in with the
Court-
tags hanging out the back of his shirt.
My favorite thing is to tell Court how great Josh is.
I know.
I
She loves
love
it.
Yeah,
Nothing gets her more hot
she
under the
just-
collar than that.
The rolling of the eyes, like her eyes look like they're gonna fall out of her head when I tell her how great Josh is.
Oh, and last thing I'll say, because before we go into the thing, my buddy Jim Shanahan was there, who I grew up with, who taught me how to play guitar. Fact. Jimmy Shanahan, the college kid with the glasses. One of the best nickname givers of all time. One of the best heat givers that's ever lived. I pointed to what I said.
You said he was number one, and then
Funniest kid
I
from-
questioned you. I go better than Kev Ma, and you doubled down.
I'm like, Kev Ma learned from this kid.
You doubled down, dude. I was so mad. I'm a Kev Ma
Nobody's
guy.
ever been. He goes, I'll give you an example. I hadn't seen him in years.
Yeah, sure. Tell me an example.
Okay, I hadn't seen him in years.
It's not the guy that says cheetah, chubby Peta.
No.
'Cause I wanna be that kid.
But by the way, that kid. Last night, Shanahan was talking about him. He goes, "That kid's a fucking loser." Her, and he goes, "You know what? He's a big talker, but then you like, if you grab his fucking neck and you put him against the wall, that kid's just gonna be like, man, he's gonna fucking cry." And I'm like, "That's a Shanahan, you know." Shanahan's like, dude, he goes in so hard that I'm like, and he's always smiling when he does it. So I played at my sister's St. Patty's Day party last year. I can say this now. I guess this guy's probably not listening to the show, and if whatever, I know my brother-in-law, Nate's brother-in-law Scotty's listening to it, but it is what it is. His wife was working with this guy who's this like heavy set Spanish guy who like comes in and I'm like setting up my shit. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "I got a Bose system," and he's like, "Is that a good Spanish accent, by the way?"
Awful.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
I
Oh
love it.
man, like you like that?
Hey man. Hey, S.A.
Hey,
Sound like you're from Belmont.
all right. He was like, "Hey man, no." So
S.A. I got this balls.
He had Chuck Taylors on and a flannel.
this might be the best episode ever.
Khakis.
It was like training day.
Pleated khakis.
He's like, "You put your shit in." So, anyways,
Crip walking.
kid's like, "Do you mind if I
Give
get
it a
up
low
and play some songs later?" I'm like, first of all, this is St. Patty's Day, not fucking Spanish person day, right? Mexican day. He was Mexican, right? So I'm like, so he's
Saint
like,
Cinco de Mayo, S.A.
Yeah. He was like the Mexican Jinty McGrath. So, anyways, he goes outside, like I tell him to mind his fucking business. So Shanahan like comes up to me, he's like, kid trying to press his system on you right now. He's like, fuck is kid thinking? I'm like, yeah, fuck this kid. He goes, in the meantime, he's probably the fucking Mexican Bob Dylan. We don't even know it. He's like fucking best guy that's ever lived.
You
and
just
you
fucked
stink.
up. Yeah,
He's
you
like,
just fucked up.
Shanahan will go in on somebody and like, he goes, dude, he was like, we were at something the other day. This kid we went to high school with. I was playing at this thing and I come down. He goes, dude, what's up with him? This kid we've known forever. He goes, is he fucking transitioning or what? He goes, dude, his hair stinks. And I'm just like, give it to me. Give it to me all fucking day. He's the fucking man.
Did you just see that?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Oh my God.
That got a little disjointed, but I think it was fun, right?
Dude, I think this was a hilarious
Patreon,
Hilarious.
I'm going to tell you.
Very good.
I think on the Patreon, I'm going to tell you my deepest, darkest fucking secret.
You might want to join now.
Yeah, you might want to join now.
Patreon's worth it.
Also, by the way, in the new year, we'll talk about Patreon. All right, peace. We love you. Bye.